Hello, welcome to this video. I have no idea how this is gonna go actually, but I kind of wanted to do a reading vlog because I am reading this book, Daughter of the Moongoddes by Su Lin Tan. I don't think I've ever seen anyone read this online, which is kind of weird because it looks so cool and it's pretty popular in the bookstores, I'm pretty sure. But I'm reading it and I'm loving it so far. I'm actually already like 130 pages in already, and I kind of wanted to document my experience of reading this, and I want people to read it and to experience this with me. It's Chinese mythology. I don't know anything about it, which I want to know things about it. It's a sweeping adventure of love and family, immortals and magic, and that is such a good promise of a book. This story is about, as the title suggests, the daughter of the Moongoddes who has to flee from the moon. Her mom has like kept her locked up there because she's a seeker to that kingdom, to that world. She's not supposed to exist, and she has to flee from the moon to keep her mom safe and to like keep herself safe. And then like one thing leads to another, and she finds herself befriending the prince. But she spends multiple years with him. I'm at the point of them like falling in love. I'm at that point. I'm loving it. It's pretty fast-paced. I don't know, I can't predict the outcome of this book, and I love that. I don't feel like I've ever read this story before, which is very nice. It's the next day. I didn't end up reading that much yesterday. Eventually, actually, I read like 1 or 2 chapters in total. But now I have the entire day, or like half a day still ahead of me without any plans, so I can read. What I wanted to show you actually, this book is divided into different parts. I just want to take a moment to appreciate that, like, it's not chapter art, but it's like part art. Also, it has a map. I finished the first part yesterday, so I'm now in the second part. I read like 1 chapter in this, and in this part, it's not as predictable. I don't know what's gonna happen now. So in the first part, she flees, or has to flee, from the moon to save herself, her life, and her mom. Then she meets the prince of the celestial kingdom. This is where she lives, where the immortals live. She becomes the prince's companion and friend. You kind of fall in love, and then there's this like big blow up at the end. And then like during that time with him, she has studied and trained with him, and they all realize that she's a really good archer, so she gets invited to join the army. Now in the second part, she's in the army, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I have no idea where the story is gonna lead now. I don't know. Oh my god, okay, so things are happening a lot quicker than I expected them to, and it's weird. The thing with this book is, like, it's kind of cliched story, but it's written in such a way in which it seems new. And of course I don't know this story, so it's like not something that I recognize, but like the tropes are the same, and I like that combination because like there's the epic love story, but they have to separate because they can't be together because of like a class difference and like a betrothal that they can't get out of. And he says, "You have every right to despise me. Just know if I could choose, it would be you." It's so sweet. I love it. Also, I was thinking, I'm saying like I don't know this story, and I don't. Like, it does remind me of something, and first thing that came to mind was like Disney. And honestly, I feel like it's kind of a mix of Hercules and Mulan. It's deities, immortals, monsters, so that's a lot like Hercules, and then like a girl becoming a soldier, even though in this novel it's not frowned upon for women and girls to join the army. But that, and then the romance with like the prince, that's not in either of those movies actually, but it's very Disney-like, but a little bit more like adult, I feel. Okay, I have an update. I said Hercules and Mulan. I'm adding Avatar, The Last Airbender, the part where magic is divided into elements, but it's not all the elements. Like the main things here are earth and fire, and there is like the lost dragons. That's really reminding me of Avatar. And the other thing is The Cruel Prince, like the Folk of Fairy series. It's reminding me of a lot of things, but it's not just one thing. I'm getting ice cream. A hill I will die on since last week. It's been 1 week. Pistachio is the best ice cream flavor. Fight me. love triangle. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. But I think there's gonna be a love triangle. Like in a good way. I'm here for it. Actually, could it be a love square? Even more exciting. Even though I don't think she's gonna see him again. But it could be a love square. Oh my god. Okay, I just got home. There's some things that happened that I wanted to share. Some things have been said, some developments happened, decisions were made that I wanted to share. Now, if I share this, I don't know if it's completely spoiler free anymore, but I don't care. So I underlined them. There's a love triangle. And what I did not expect to happen was that the confessions of the two love interests would happen within the same 4 pages. It all happened very fast. I was in shock. So, the first guy, this is the guy that she was in love with first. Like, that's her first love. This is the prince. This is really not spoiler free anymore. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is the first guy, the prince. But he's engaged to someone else. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want to be a mistress. She's made that very clear. That's the entire reason that she chose to join the army. He continues to, like, court her a little bit, even though they both know he can't do that, especially to her. Like, it's not fair to her. She thinks him indifferent to her feelings. Eventually he says, I do care. Despite my sense, my judgment and honor, I cannot help but care. For some reason, that is so sweet, but it's very annoying because he can't do more than that. But then he also says, my mind tells me to stop, to let you go, yet I can't. I see you wherever I go. You're with me in everything I do. At my table while I eat, in my room when I awaken, your voice in the air, your smile in my eyes. I can't forget you, no matter how I've tried. What? Can we appreciate that guy? And then, like, a page later, literally, there's the other guy. And he's the commander in the army that she's befriended and, like, kind of in love with as well. But he's such a nice guy too. And this is such a hard choice for the reader. Who do we like best? Because they're both so good. And he wants her to go home with him, leave the army, go to his family and, like, start their life together. I don't know what that was. He's hurt by her wanting the prince still. Don't you know how I feel about you? His voice shook, the first crack in his iron composure. I could not speak before, but I'm free to now. I want you to come with me, to my home, to my family, for us to share our lives together. Your dreams will be my dreams too? What? They're both so good. Like, she's confused too. And then the chapter ends by her saying, if not for my lapse of weakness this morning, so her with the prince, I had believed my heart whole, freed from the ties that had bound it. A glorious future beckoned on the horizon. Yet I still clung to a shred of my past, as a flowering peach blossom tree yearning for its fallen bloom. I'm gushing over a line here. My feelings for you remain unchanged. Either I'm living in Pride and Prejudice way too much, or that has Pride and Prejudice in it. I know it is set in the 2005 movie. My feelings for you, however, remain unchanged. Mr. Darcy says that. This guy says that. We stan. We love it. Okay, so I keep raving about the romance and the love triangle. This is also a romance with herself. Because she says, yet as much as I loved him, I loved myself more. This girl knows who she is. She knows what she wants. I love her. I love her. I'm not sure if this is real, but I did not expect what just happened to happen. I really did not expect that. Like I said, this book keeps going. There's no pause. It's like event, 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 and I love it. I'm saying as I read a sad part, but I really did not expect this. I'm gonna keep going. I think this is fake. I think this is gonna be resolved, but I'm not sure because I don't know if that's possible in this world and like this magical system. I have no idea. As I said, it was fake. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. I have no idea what's going on, but I was right. I just finished part 2. Here it is, I'm on part 3. It's the last part. I have no idea what's going to happen at all. Like, she needs to free her mom, but I don't know how she's going to do that. If she's going to do that, because this is going to be a series. I don't know. So excited to find out. I need to share this line because it's so good. Was it always going to be so with us? 1 step forward and then 3 back. No, I told myself. We no longer walked together. Our paths had diverged. How would you think of that? That's such a good line. Oh my god. It's getting Game of Thrones vibes too. with the dragons, there's a lot of like different things happening and all separately, but like it's all woven together so well. Like there's no, I don't feel like there's gaps in the story. So what did I say? I said Hercules, Mulan, Avatar, Folk of Air series, Cruel Prince, and now Game of Thrones. So it's like 5 things in one. If that isn't reason enough for you to read this, I don't know what is. I'm gonna stop for today and then finish the book tomorrow and see where the story goes and how devastated I will be by its ending. Because I know there's gonna be book 2. So I'm just hoping that the cliffhanger is not gonna be that bad. But okay, I'll see you tomorrow. A betrayal? A betrayal. This is kind of a plot twist. Well, not kind of. This is a plot twist for me. I did not see that coming. I could have seen it coming. I did not see it coming. What? I need to find out more. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. That's who he is? I am in shock. The impossible situation that Xingjin is in right now, within this love triangle, and outside of it, like, how, what? I just want to say, I love how strong this main character is. Like, I love that she fights for herself. She doesn't want anyone to fight for her. Like, she wants to earn and do everything herself because she can. She needs to. I love how strong she is. I love how she always chooses for herself and how she, like, she literally says at one point, like, as much as I love them, I love myself more. I love how strong that character is and like how self-assured she is and like how much stronger she becomes throughout the story. It's so good. I love it. I literally, like, I have like 70 pages left. I have no idea what's going to happen anymore. Like, I thought I knew for a second there after the plot twist. I thought I knew. Now I don't anymore because something happened, but I'm not sure where it's gonna lead. So there's dragons in this book, and one line that is said right now, because they're like celestials, they're immortals, they say, we might be legends to the mortals, but the dragons are legends to us all. I love that. Who doesn't love the dragons? They're so cool. Okay, I finished the book. I almost missed my train because I wanted to finish it so badly. And I needed to sprint to catch it. I almost died because of this book. Like, the only thing I can think about to say about it is, like, it's just so good. And I thought it would be a trilogy, actually. I saw it's going to be a duology, which I really like because I feel like that's doing the story justice. And I feel like making it 3 books or more books would drag it out a little bit too much, especially because this book was already 500 pages long. But I loved it. I really loved it. I loved that this book, it doesn't have an open ending. That's the only thing I can like say about it. It's finished and like some problems are off her plate, but like she has other problems now. So it's still like the love triangle still exists. Things need to happen within those relationships, but like the main thing that she wanted, she got now. So that's like the first book from start to finish. Like, that thing has been resolved, and then I have no idea what the next book is going to be. I have some ideas. Like, it has to do with the love triangle. It has to do with like the betrayal and the plot twist that happened in this book. I mean, I can't know for sure, of course, especially because I was surprised so many times within like this book alone. I really love that it has some sort of ending, that it doesn't have an open ending, because it makes it worth it to read it before like the second book comes out. Like, you're satisfied with the ending, but you know there's gonna be more. You want to know more, but like, it's fine if you have to wait for it. Or at least that's how I think about it. Honestly, I think it's a 5-star. I think it's such a good book. The only thing is, this book is about immortals, and what is mentioned a lot is like people's age, or like she questions people's ages, because immortals, obviously they have a longer lifespan than humans, and you don't know the ages. You don't know her age either. I wonder what her age is. Like, I really want to know what her age is. You never find out. So that's the only thing, but that's like a small problem. It's not even a problem. That's just a personal preference. I highly recommend reading this book. Dare I say, it might be one of my new favorite fantasy books. I think so. I think it's one of my favorite fantasy novels that I've read. Okay, so I wanted to like say why I love the fantasy so much in this book. It's because it has so many different aspects of like different fantasy novels and like fantasy. Like it has so much of it that I feel like it's done in a different way. Like it has dragons, it has magic, it has like the elements as magic. So water, earth, is it water? I feel like water is kind of left out, but like especially earth and fire. There's also mind magic, which is really weird. Like that's something new. That's something I don't know. There's like elixirs to attain immortality. There's like demons and gods, or kind of gods. They're not actually gods, but like it's basically the same. Like I said, I feel like it's a mix between Hercules, Mulan, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Cruel Prince series or the Folk Fairy series, and Game of Thrones. I feel like it's a mix of all of that. I love that because it's new to me. If you know this book, you know anything like it, please recommend it to me because I want more. I want more. I need more, and there's only going to be one more book, so give me all the recommendations. Tell me all the books that I need to read, and I will. Hands down, one of the funnest books I read this year. I really love it, and I highly recommend checking it out. Highly recommend reading it, so please do. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and bye.